three reasons why some people can understand English but unable to speak fluently. Now, how many of you have ever heard someone say, "Oh, I know English, but then I can speak fluently." Maybe something like, "I can write in English, but then I can't speak very well in English." Because speaking is actually a skill that is fundamentally different from reading, writing, and listening. So without further ado, let's dive deeper into the three reasons why some people can understand English but unable to speak fluently. So my very first point is the system or method that we have always been using has always been input-based. Do you know what is input-based? Have you ever heard of it? Okay, because input-based is actually known as receptive skills or passive learning, which means that you do lots of reading and also you listen to maybe English speakers a lot. But then instead of focusing on the output-based skills, which means active learning, which requires you to do more practices on speaking and writing, you're unable to speak in English very well because you don't have lots of practices in there. So the second reason is that spoken English requires you to get used to using variety of sounds and phrases. For example, most non-native speakers, even the fluent ones, if you're not used to hearing certain types of words, you won't be able to speak fluently. For example, the words maybe jamboree, or maybe cash, or maybe panache. As for previous for example, you don't use a lot of idioms in your daily life conversation. For example, like kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. And then the last one would be because speaking is not a solo activity. We have heard a lot about we can improve English speaking skills by speaking in the mirror a lot, right? But then, it is true. You can always speak in front of the mirror and maybe record yourself to improve your pronunciation or something. But then, you will miss out on the details in improving your actual speaking skills, which is because speaking is not it's not a one-way communication. You need two persons so that you can have the interaction effect and also the interlocutor effect. What is interaction effect? Interaction effect is when you talk to someone and you will be able to respond as quickly as possible. What about the interlocutor effect? Interlocutor effect is that your speaking skills remains the same, but then you get nervous when you are speaking with the certain types of people, and some maybe you are relaxed to talk with them. This is the same context as what we have learned yesterday in PSA. So I guess the conclusion is you may think that you can speak English very fluently just because you can read, write, and listen very well in English. But then you see, spoken English, however, requires lots of practices. That's why you may not be able to speak very well if you have. You may not be able to speak very well even if you have the best vocabulary in the world. You may not be able to speak very well even if you have the most grammatically structured sentence or letter structures. And then you may not be able to speak very well even if you have the most comprehensive in reading and writing. So I guess that's it for me. Thank you so much.
So thank you everyone.